Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're at. My name is John. This is my very first YouTube channel and very first video. I wanted to give you guys a little overview of who I am, what I'm doing, and what the channel is going to be all about. Once again, my name is John. About 7 years ago, my wife's son brought over crested gecko, and then I was deathly afraid of reptiles and snakes and anything like that. So he brought it over and asked me if I wanted to pet it, and I said, heck no, I'm so afraid. And for whatever reason, I never did. Well, he brought it over again, and then asked me again. My wife was like, just come on, just touch it, just, you know, it's not gonna hurt you. And so I let him, you know, give it to me, and I was holding it, and that from that day forward I was hooked. You know, I love crested geckos now. I raise them. I've got about 40 right now, and I breed. I'd like to get up to about 200 crested geckos. And I've got some Saracenorum geckos, 2 of them, a male and a female. And then I've got some Chihuahua, or not Chihuahuas, but some lychees. I've had Chihuahuas, but I've got some lychees right now that are still kind of small. One is not even 6 months old, and the other one is, if I had to guess, I would say almost a year. But that's a little bit about me. The channel is going to be about anything reptile and animal related. I want to bring information to the channel, to the people, because I've been looking on there for some care guides for, like, for instance, the agricoli, and I can't find very much information about them. Yeah, you can Google it, but you know, the Google gives you a certain amount of information too. It doesn't give you everything. The breeding habits, the habits for just them to live. And then, you know, the Saracenorum, I've only found a very few select videos about them as well. You know, I want to have a channel that gives people information and tells them about everything that they want to know about animals. So if you can do me a favor, in the bottom, in the comments, just leave me a comment on what you want to learn about. It doesn't have to be a reptile. It can be any kind of animal. I'm familiar with chinchillas, you know, rabbits, I mean, a little bit of everything. So if you guys are willing to let me go on the journey with you, I'd be willing to take that challenge and to hopefully help anybody that needs help in the future. Like I said, I've got some geckos. I've got some lily whites. Right now, so far this season, I've got 6 eggs from my adults, and right now I've got, let me see, 3, 5, 7 adult crested geckos, and the rest of them are all juveniles. They should be ready by the end of the season, but I'm hoping that by the end of the season I can get them up to weight so that I can start breeding them. But if not, it's not a big deal. That's another thing, you know, with people selling crested geckos, knowing the market. Some people don't know the market as well as they should, and then the people that think that they know that the market, they want to sell on Craigslist and Hoobly and places like that for an arm and a leg. The market is so saturated right now that you're not going to get what is expected from a crested gecko or a gargoyle gecko or a lychee or any of those things, even a lily white. You you can't expect to get a crap ton of money. Sorry about that, guys. That's the dryer going off. I'm back here in the gecko / laundry room, and the laundry's going. So once again, I'm sorry for that. But back to what I was saying. The market is so saturated now that, you know, we know what the geckos are worth. We know what they should go for, but because of the saturation of the market, that there's no way that they're going to go for that. And a lot of people don't understand that. They think that because it's worth this amount, that it's going to sell for this amount because that's what it's worth, not taking into consideration the saturation of the market and how saturated it is. You go to a reptile show nowadays, and what I've seen in my area, and I'm from Ohio, that you go to reptile shows and it's crested geckos and snakes. You know, you don't see a whole lot of the off species. You know, you might see some gargoyles here and there, but you don't see very many off species. You know, you don't see leaf-tailed geckos. You don't see bearded dragons. You know, and when you do see bearded dragons, it's one person that's got 30 of them or 40 of them. You know, it's not a big humongous selection, and even bearded dragons, the market for them is starting to become saturated as well, but they don't show up as much at the reptile shows as crested geckos and snakes or gargoyle geckos. They were pretty much the three things that you see at reptile shows. And you know, if you see something that's not a normal species, like a Saracenorum. I went to the reptile show a few weeks ago and got a Saracenorum, and it's supposed to be a boy, and it's just about full grown, and I ended up paying, you know, $400 for it. Now, you know, you can get on Morph Market and find babies that are much cheaper than that, but I thought it was cool because I have not seen anything like that in the reptile shows that I go to. Like I said, they're here and there. You know, one time you might go and you might see something like that, but then other times you go and it's crested geckos, snakes, and the occasional bearded dragon, and some person that's selling rats or mice for the snakes that are there. You know, you don't see a whole lot of the off species. So that's going to be about what my channel's about. I want to give everybody the care requirements for whatever animals that they want to see. And I may not have that animal on hand, but we'll do a video about it, and we get the care requirements to you on video, and we'll go through them and we'll see what we can do. So if any of you guys out there want to see something specific, in the comments, leave me a comment. Just tell me what you want to see, what your thoughts are as far as, you know, of the video. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, you know, if you can't stand me, I mean, you know, I'd like good comments, but you know, if there's something that you want to see different, then go ahead and shoot me a comment down in the comments. And once again, subscribe, like, and share the video. I'm going to try doing one a week. The next one will be on crested geckos because that's what I have, and I haven't got any comments or anything like that yet, because this is my first video. So we'll go with the crested geckos first, and we'll go from there and see exactly where it goes from there. And once again, thank you.